Hello, my YouTube friends. It's been a long time since I've recorded a YouTube video, and I do intend to get back out there to bring you content that will help you to keep moving forward. So you can look forward to more videos from me from this point on. If you notice, I've rebranded this channel to match up with our Facebook group that's almost 10,000 strong now, and we want to kind of make everything come from the same place and the same branding. So new look for you, but the content will be just as pertinent as it's always been. Today, we want to talk about how to move forward from the witnesses, how to change your perspective and your paradigms so that you can be more focused on where you're going instead of where you've been. So let's get into this. Why most ex-witnesses struggle and what you can do about it. You know, when you leave a high control religion like the Jehovah's Witnesses, it leaves a tremendous void in you because the religion defined everything. It really was who you were. And when you leave the religion, there's a giant void. You know, you go out into the real world and it's hard to make friends and it's hard to fit in because they live by a different creed and code and you don't really know what it is. And they went to college and you probably did not. Or they're, in the middle of their careers and you're still trying to figure out what you want to do. And it's hard because the thing that defined your life is no longer. And that void kind of makes you feel not valid in the real world, right? When I left the witnesses, I found out how much I did not know. There was so much to learn. It's like a baby learning to walk again. It was pretty daunting. Now, what happens for most people is because they have this void, and this is the one thing they took pride in, they go and get the religion and they put it back where the void was. Except now they're the anti-witness. Now they want to fight the religion 24/7. The tough part about that is, as long as that religion stays the focal point of your life, it's really hard to find yourself and where you belong today. It just kind of stays with you, and you keep looking at the world through those lenses, and you get triggered over and over and over again. And I think we all want to move past being triggered constantly, don't we? So if you could change your perspective, everything will shift. And when I say change your perspective, I mean change the way you see things so that you no longer feel under the religion. If we constantly feel like a victim, then we keep that religion in the kind of lead role, right? It's the big entity that is punishing us. But if we change our paradigms and look at ourselves as expanding, we are growing, we are getting bigger, and the religion is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, then we see it differently. So try to look at yourself as someone whose consciousness expanded beyond the small-mindedness of the religion. You simply outgrew the religion. When you were 20 years old, you probably did not care very much for what they were saying about you in high school, right? You're 20 years old, you're no longer in high school, you've moved on with your life. So if you could see it the same way, the witnesses, it was somewhere you were at when you were there, but your consciousness allowed you to see how small it was, allowed you to see all the fallacies and flaws in it, and you expanded beyond it. You got big, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And if you see it that way, it will affect you far less. Just like high school, you were there when you were 16, 17 years old, you cared about high school things. At 19, 20, 21, you kept moving away from it. Your life was expanding, and you simply did not care so much about high school. Doesn't mean you weren't once there. You just grew beyond it. So just like high school, when you graduate, you get your yearbook, you put it on the shelf. You don't define yourself by what's in that yearbook. With the witnesses, you close that yearbook and you put it on the shelf, and that was your days as a witness. You close that book, you put it on the shelf. You don't burn it. You don't think it's good or bad. It just is what it was. You put it on the shelf. You've outgrown it. Sometimes you might take it off the shelf and flip through it, but it is no longer who you are. I've gone to a few high school reunions, and it's fun to go, and I see the people, and I say hello, but I realize they don't know who I am today. What they relate to is a 17-year-old version of me who I am no longer. And it should be the same with the witnesses. Now you're writing a new book. So look at your years as being a witness as a book that you are completed. You've done writing the book. It's done, finished, the end. You don't write more chapters in the book. You close the book and you write the end. Now you are writing a brand new book. People like to say, write a new chapter. I like to say, write a new book. And this book, you choose the characters, you choose the storyline, you choose how this book goes. It's all you. You hold the pen. In the old book, it was dictated to you. They told you what to write. They told you what the script is. They told you what the theme is. Now you hold the pen. You write as you wish. It's all about changing your perspective and your paradigms, my friend. When you see things differently, what you look at begins to change. You'll start to see yourself differently, and you'll see yourself as expanding. The more you expand, the less you care about small-minded things. They say that small minds talk about people. What did the witnesses talk about in the car group? Always talking about people. Average minds talk about events. Yes, sometimes they talk about events, circuit overseer visit, assemblies, all that kind of stuff. But big minds talk about ideas, dreams, and philosophies. So get in that third group of people, right? Talking about your dreams, your ideas, and marinating on different philosophies. Allow yourselves to grow. And the more you grow, the less you'll worry about what's behind you. My friends, you have something really special within yourselves. You've got to expand beyond being an ex-Jehovah's Witness. You've got to expand beyond what you've left behind. You've got to take your time to find who you really are. Any journey like this begins with you knowing who you are. Your GPS does not know where it's going until it knows where it's at. It needs to know where you're at to take you where you're going. So who are you apart from this religion? Spend some time with you and understand that the answers that you're looking for are within you. They're always within you. It's not for somebody else to answer. It's for you to answer. Live your purpose. And the more you can cut yourself off from what was, the more you can put that old book on the shelf, the more you can write the end and make it matter less, the closer you are to your authenticity, to your dreams, and whatever you can visualize for yourself. Remember, whatever you can really visualize and make true in here, whatever you can buy into in here, will become your life out here. What you can convince yourself to believe, you can achieve. What you can hold in your head, you can hold in your hand. My friends, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do that. Hit the subscribe button so you can get alerts of when I'm posting new videos. Join the Facebook group that's in the text below. And I will see you soon, my friends. Look forward to connecting with you more. See you soon.